Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Hello everyone, my name is Indah Aprillia firnasyah. Bad habits can affect our health and confidence. Many people feel insecure because of our habits, but they do not try to change. So today I want to share my personal experience. How about I change my bad habits into a healthier lifestyle? In the past, I had many bad habits. I often stayed up late, ate too many fried foods, and bought unhealthy snacks carelessly. Because of that, my weight increased to 57 kilograms, and I also had acne problems. Honestly, I felt insecure all the time, not only physically, but also mentally. But one day, I decided that I didn't want to feel like that anymore. So I started to change my habit and build healthier lifestyle. It was not easy for me, but I kept trying. So here are some changes that I made. For the first, I stopped buying unhealthy snacks and started cooking my own food. Next two, I reduced oily food and choose healthier options like steamed food. I stopped drinking sweet ice drink and more drank water. For the last, I started sleeping earlier, around 9 p.m. After doing this for about 5 months, I experienced many changes. I lost 10 kilograms. My body became healthier. I found a new hobby, which is cooking. I also became economical because I reduced buying snacks. From this experience, I learned that changing bad habits is not easy, but it is possible. We need discipline and consistency. Sometimes we have to force ourselves at the beginning, but over time it becomes a habit. It's better to feel tired from trying than to regret later. That's all I can share about my experience. I hope my story can inspire you. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Hello everyone, my name is Indah Aprillia firnasyah and my student ID number 63251276. And I'm from Universitas Bidasarana Informatika. Today, I would like to present my material about countable nouns. Now, let's move to the presentation. First of all, let me explain the definition of countable nouns. Countable nouns are nouns that we can count. This means we can use numbers such as 1, 2, 3, and so on. Countable nouns have both singular and plural forms. For example, one book becomes 2 books. One table becomes 2 tables. And one bag becomes many bags. For next slide, I will explain why countable nouns are important in English. Countable nouns are important because they help us talk about quantity. They also help us ask questions and give information clearly. For example, we can say, "How many books do you have?" Or, "There are 3 students in the classroom." And now, let's talk about the key characteristic of countable nouns. The first characteristic is singular means only one item, while plural means more than one item. The second characteristic is that countable nouns can use number. For example, 1 pen, 2 pens, 3 pens, and so on. The third characteristic is that countable nouns can use a or in. We use a before consonant sounds, such as a book, a car, a teacher. We use an before vowel sounds, such as an apple, an orange, an egg. So, next slide. Now I will explain singular form. Singular form refers to one item only. When we use singular countable nouns, we usually need a or an. For example, I want an apple. This sentence is correct. But if we say I want apple, it is incorrect because singular countable nouns cannot stand alone without an article. Next is plural form. Plural form refers to more than one item. Most countable nouns become plural by adding as or is. For example, book becomes books, cat becomes cats, books become booksies. Besides that, there are additional plural rules in English. For words ending in y, we usually change y into eyes. For example, baby becomes babies and city becomes cities. For words ending in f or fa, we usually change them into v's. For example, leaf becomes leaves and knife becomes knives. Now let's continue irregular plural nouns. Irregular plural nouns do not follow normal plural rules. For example, man becomes men, foot becomes feet, tooth becomes teeth, and mouse becomes mice. These words are different, so we need to memorize them carefully. Next, I will explain quantifiers for countable nouns. Some common quantifiers are many, a few, several, and fewer. We use many to talk about a large number. For example, I don't have many friends. We use a few to talk about a small number. For example, I have a few friends. We use several to talk about more than a few but not too many. For example, she visited several countries. And we use fewer for comparison. For example, there are fewer students today. In conclusion, countable nouns are very important in English grammar because they help us express quantity clearly and correctly. By understanding singular form, plural form, article, irregular nouns, and quantifiers, we can improve our English communication skill. That's all my presentation about countable nouns. Have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.